Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a good afternoon. I have another slow flow planned for you, and for this class, I'll be focusing on the theme of being kind to yourself. It's so important that to honor your body and to honor yourself is to talk kindly to yourself, to respect your boundaries, and to listen to your body. If it's not available today, that's okay. Take the modifications. If you're desiring a challenge, that's also okay. Push yourself. Um, this practice is really just about listening to your body and honoring and respecting what it requires, and also listening to your mind and honoring that as well. So, all you'll need is your mat, a little bit of space, and yourself, and let's begin. Okay, today we're starting off in a seated position, placing your hands on your knees. Gently close your eyes, lengthen your spine, open up your chest, relax your shoulders down. So we're not going to rush through this class. We're going to take our time. I'm really going to focus on listening to what you require today. So in moments that I do pick up the pace, if you're requiring to slow down more, then slow down more. You don't have to follow my rhythm exactly. And if my flow is a little too slow for you today, then pick up the pace a bit. This is your practice. I am just guiding you and helping you through it. So just focus in on your breath, grounding yourself here, and noticing and taking note of any tension in your body, anything that's bugging you, anything on your mind that's bugging you. And once you take note of all those things, take a deep inhale, collecting all of those discomforts. And exhale through your mouth, slowly letting out a sigh. Letting all of that go. Inhale, collecting all those discomforts. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Now inhale, bringing your shoulders towards your ears. And this time exhale quickly as you bring your shoulders down. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, down. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale. You can go slower for these next couple of rounds, whatever is calling to you. Inhaling up, exhaling down. One more time, inhaling, bringing your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, bringing them down. Beautiful. Cross your right arm over your chest, bringing your right hand to your left shoulder, and then cross your left arm over your chest but underneath your right arm, bringing your hand to your right shoulder. Coming into this little hug position, gently closing your eyes and just rocking side to side to a little twist. Inhaling to come to center, exhaling to twist a little to the other side. And as you're moving here, giving yourself a hug, send that loving energy to yourself because you deserve it. We all deserve a little bit of kindness. Maybe taking this time to say a little mantra like, I can do this. I deserve love. I deserve kindness. Whatever is coming to your mind to help send that loving energy to yourself. On an inhale, open your arms up to the side, bringing your shoulder blades together, opening up your chest, looking up. Exhale, switching your arms, so this time your left arm is on top of your right, giving yourself a hug, gently closing your eyes if you would like, maybe tucking your chin in and rounding your spine a little more this time. And going back to that mantra that you came up with or that you're taking from me, repeating just kind words to yourself. On an inhale, come back to center. Open up your arms, hugging your shoulder blades, looking up. Exhale, bring your hands to your knees. Okay, let's transition into tabletop position. Ooh, got a little rock underneath my mat. Okay. So in your tabletop position, remember you can always grab a blanket, placing it underneath your knees if you require it. Honor your body. So pause the video if you have to. Just grab what you require. Check in with your alignment, making sure your wrists are in line with your shoulders, your fingers are spread, knees in line with your hips. And let's flow through a couple cat-cows. Inhaling, dropping your belly, looking up. Exhale, rounding your spine, tucking your chin in slightly. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. And go at your own pace, going with whatever movements are calling to you. Maybe moving your hips side to side in cow pose. Maybe moving forward and back in your cat pose. Just whatever feels good, listening to your body. Taking that time to listen to your body is really letting your body know, like, hey, I care about you. And that's important. On an inhale, come back to center, preparing for a little flow here. Inhale, coming into cow pose. Exhale, coming into cat pose, transitioning into child's pose. Breathe here. Your glutes are to your heels. Your hands are outstretched in front of you. Inhale, coming back up into tabletop, and then lowering onto your belly. Bring your arms forward so that they're parallel with the mat and that your shoulders are about in line with your elbows. They should be like a little bit out, so it's about in line. Coming into Sphinx pose, breathing here. Take a deep inhale. And if Sphinx pose doesn't feel the most comfortable, then you can just come into a little baby cobra. This is just the chest opener. So if baby cobra or upward facing dog feels a little bit more comfortable, then you can do that, as we'll go in through this posture a couple times. Inhale here, exhale, lower your chest onto the ground, place your hands to frame your chest, lift up back into your tabletop position. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Transitioning into child's pose. Take 2 breaths here. Inhale to come back up to tabletop. Exhale, lower onto your belly. Bring your arms forward, either for Sphinx pose or keep your hands framing your chest if you would like to go into baby cobra instead, or upward facing dog. Come up into your Sphinx pose, whatever version of a chest opener that you decided. Take 2 breaths here. Inhale, exhale, lower your chest onto the mat, frame your chest, come back up to a tabletop position. So we'll go through that breath to movement this time. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose, transitioning into child's pose. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, lower onto your chest. Bring your arms forward. Inhale, Sphinx pose. Exhale, lower your chest. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale here. Go through that 2 more times. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Transitioning into child's pose. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, lower. Inhale, Sphinx or baby cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back to tabletop. Exhale here. One more time. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Transitioning into child's pose. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, lower onto your chest. Inhale, Sphinx or upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale here. Tuck your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Take whatever movements feel good to you. And hey, if downward facing dog isn't calling to you, maybe go into child's pose for this time being. We'll just take a couple breaths here. Taking this opportunity to speak kindly to yourself, because you deserve it. Saying things in your mind like, I can do this. I deserve love. I deserve kindness. Whatever mantra is coming to you. Your next inhale, walk your feet to meet your hands, coming into a forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising all the way up, coming into tall mountain pose. Bringing your hands to your sides, gently closing your eyes. Breathing here. Take a deep inhale. Exhale through your mouth. Okay, so let's prepare for the more challenging part of this practice. Inhale, lift your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, bringing your hands to heart center. Lift your left leg up and bring it back behind you in a warrior one position. So your left foot is going to be at about a 45-degree angle. Your hips are facing forward, so it's facing your right leg. Your right feet are facing forward. Well, of course it's facing forward. Your ankle is in line with your knee. And make sure to keep a micro bend in your left knee. You don't want to lock that left knee. So sometimes this posture can be a little bit uncomfortable on the leg that's in the back because of it being at a 45-degree angle. It can sometimes feel a little weird on the foot. So if that's the case, that's perfectly fine. You can just come into a high lunge position instead. So take whatever option is calling to you. Make sure you're comfortable. Make sure you're honoring your body. You're being kind to yourself. So whatever position feels better for you. Breathing here. Inhale to lift your arms up. Exhale, cactusing your arms, opening up your chest, looking up. 3 rounds of breath here, making sure to engage that core to keep the stability in the bottom half. Inhale, lifting your arms up. Exhale, bringing your hands to your hip, rotating that back foot if it's not already at a high lunge position. And then bringing your back foot to meet your front foot. Inhale, lifting your arms up. Exhale, sit into your chair pose, pouring your weight into your heels, lifting your toes up if it's available. If not, that's perfectly fine. Making sure to tuck your pelvis in slightly and only sitting as far as it feels good. So, if you're starting to feel pain sitting all the way down here, then maybe lift up a little. Breathing here. You got this. Inhale, lift all the way up, little back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. So let's go through that on the other side. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center, lifting your right leg, bringing it back, coming into that warrior one pose, checking in with your alignment, making sure your hips are facing forward, going into a high lunge position if that feels more comfortable on that back foot. Breathing here, finding your center. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Breathing here for 3 rounds of breath. Inhale, lift your arms up. Rotate that back foot. Exhale, step your front foot to meet the back. Inhale, arms up, a little back bend. Exhale, sit into your chair pose. Breathe here for 3 rounds of breath. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, we're going to go through that on both sides once again, this time holding the postures that we held for 2 rounds of breath. And then for our last round of going through this flow, we'll do breath to movement. So inhale, lifting your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Lift your left leg up. Bring it back behind you into your warrior one posture. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, cactus your arm. Hold for 2 breaths. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, rotate that back foot and then bring it back to meet your front. Inhale, arms up, little back bend. Exhale, chair pose. 2 breaths here. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Going into the other side. Inhale, lifting your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Lift your right leg up and bring it back behind you into your warrior 1 pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms, opening up your chest. 2 breaths. Inhale, lifting your arms up, rotating that back foot. Exhale, stepping that back foot to meet the front. Inhale, arms up, little back bend. Exhale, chair pose. Hold for 2 breaths. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do this one more time on each side. Breath to movement. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Lift your left leg up. Bring it back behind you. Warrior 1. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Look up, open up your chest. Inhale, arms up, rotate that back foot. Exhale, hands to heart center, stepping your back foot to meet your front. Inhale, arms up towards the sky, little back bend. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Right foot goes back this time. Warrior 1. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Open up your chest. Look up. Inhale, arms back up. Rotate that back foot. Exhale, bring your back foot to meet the front. Hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, chair pose, your last chair pose. So challenge yourself here if you would like. Maybe sinking a little bit more into your chair pose. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hinge at your hips. Bend your knees. Forward fold. So I invite you to explore your forward fold, maybe placing your hands on your calves, on your shins, maybe keeping your hands on the ground, maybe grabbing opposite elbows, or maybe even bringing your hands up more forward so that you can feel more of a stretch in your shoulders. Or maybe even widening your stance a little here, doing whatever feels good to you. Whatever is calling to you today, and taking this time to repeat those kind words to yourself, to send that loving energy to yourself. Okay, wherever you are, just make your way down to the mat so that you're in a kneeling position, preparing for camel pose. So camel pose is a great heart opening, chest opening posture. And this whole practice, we've been kind of opening up the chest, working with opening up the front body so that you can, send that love to yourself and be open to receive that. Okay, so coming into your kneeling position, tuck your toes under. Once again, if you need that blanket for your knees, I would highly recommend that you grab that, pause this video, grab it, put it underneath your knees. Okay, so we're going to go through some different versions of camel pose. So you can pick whichever version suits you today. So first version, place your hands on your sacrum area, so where your back dimples would be. Fingers are pointing down. Elbows are moving towards each other to really open up that chest. Inhale here, lean back and just open up your chest by bringing your chin up towards the sky. And exhale to center. So that's the first version. The second version that you can go for is using just one hand to your ankle. So that would just be bringing your right hand to your right ankle, lifting your left arm up, and coming up this way. Exhaling to come back to center. And then the last version will be bringing both hands back onto your ankles, lifting up, exhaling to come back to center. So you can pause the video, go back and see which version fits best for you, or you can try each version before we hold the posture for a little bit. Just note that if you're going to use one hand, that when I say to go to the other side, then go to the other side, because we'll hold this posture twice. So the second time around, just use your other side. So I'm going to go into full camel for today. Okay, so inhale, leaning back, bringing your hands to your ankles if you're going into full camel pose, lifting your chest up, bringing your chin up towards the sky, breathing here. Take a deep inhale, exhale, bring your chin towards your chest, slowly lift back up. Take a moment here. So if you were just doing half camel pose, this time switch your hands. And whenever you're ready, take a deep inhale, lean back, bringing your hands to your ankles or towards your sacrum area. On your sacrum area, lift your head up, look up, breathe. Take a deep inhale, exhale, bring your chin towards your chest, slowly lift back up, untuck your toes, and come into child's pose. Nice and slowly. Ooh. Child's pose is a great counter pose to that intense back bend. So just rest here for a couple breaths, knowing that the hardest part of this practice is done. Now you can relax. On your next inhale, slowly lift back up. Bring your legs forward and just make your way down to a laying position. Bring your knees to your chest, giving yourself a nice hug. Rocking side to side to release that lower back. Breathing and sending that loving energy to yourself. Repeating whatever mantra is calling to you. And breathing. Hug your knees a little closer to you. And exhale, releasing your legs onto the mat. Coming into whatever form of Shavasana is calling to you. So that can be traditional Shavasana, that can be feet planted on the mat, knees touching. That can be soles of the feet together, knees out wide into a reclined bound angle pose. I think that's the one I'm going to go for today. Or it can be, whatever supine pose you would like to explore. Bring your arms to your sides and begin to relax your whole body here. Letting go of any tension in your face. Unclenching your jaw. Allowing a little bit of space in between your lips. Relaxing your shoulders, your arms, your hands. Relaxing your hips, your legs, your feet. And for this closing final posture, I invite you to repeat that mantra as you inhale and exhale. Repeat the mantra that you chose, or you can repeat the mantras that I have been using throughout this practice. So it might be, I can do this. I deserve love. I deserve kindness. Wherever you are, let go of that mantra meditation and just take these last couple of moments to breathe naturally. And begin to introduce small movements, wiggling your fingers, your toes, gently moving your head side to side. And straighten one leg and then the other. If your legs were bent, bring your arms above you, stretch as if you just woke up. Then exhale, bring your knees to your chest, giving yourself one last hug. And then whatever manner feels most comfortable, make your way into a seated position. When you arrive, just take a moment for yourself, thanking yourself for carving out this time to send some loving energy to you, because you deserve it. Gently open your eyes whenever you're ready. I thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this practice, and I hope you take the rest of your day with a little bit more kindness to yourself. Have a great day. Namaste.